Conference commissioners, as the 2024 college football season draws to a close, are confronted with a multitude of scenarios that could lead to restless nights. The first year of the 12-team college football playoff has introduced unprecedented uncertainty, especially with the emergence of mega conferences consisting of 16 to 18 members without divisions. This new structure raises questions about how conference champions are determined, particularly given the playoff's emphasis on conference titles for seeding. In the Big Ten, 3 teams, Oregon, Penn State, and Indiana, remain undefeated and are not scheduled to face each other. This means if they all finish strong, the championship participants will be decided by tiebreakers, potentially leaving one undefeated team out of the conference title game and headed for an at-large playoff berth. The path is complicated, requiring Penn State and Indiana to beat Ohio State to keep their playoff hopes alive, while Ohio State must win both games to set up a rematch with Oregon. Similarly, the ACC has its own potential logjam. Clemson and Miami seem destined to clash, but SMU's recent success has kept it in contention without playing either powerhouse. The key might be Pittsburgh, which is still undefeated and has upcoming games against both SMU and Clemson. If Pitt wins both, they could face Miami in the championship, but a split could create another 3-team dilemma that complicates playoff positioning. In the SEC, chaos is practically a given. Texas A&M is the only unbeaten team, but with 4 others trailing closely, things could shift rapidly. The looming matchups among the one-loss teams, Georgia versus Tennessee and Texas playing A&M, add layers of unpredictability. Although A&M holds an advantage, the stakes would escalate significantly if Texas defeats them and then faces them again in the championship. Moreover, a 3-way tie scenario could unfold among A&M, LSU, and Texas, further complicating the landscape. The Big 12 appears to have the least drama among the power conferences, with Brigham Young and Iowa State as the last 2 unbeaten teams. The cleanest path to the title game would be for these 2 to remain unblemished. Kansas State could disrupt this scenario with a late-season matchup against Iowa State, while Colorado, with only 1 conference loss, is lurking, needing help to get into the mix. For Group of 5 conferences, the race is less about individual teams and more about securing the single guaranteed playoff spot. The American Athletic and Mountain West Championships are the frontrunners, with Boise State currently in a favorable position. Meanwhile, the Army's unbeaten run could create a fascinating playoff narrative if they can defeat Notre Dame and win the AAC title. This Halloween week serves as a reminder that the stakes are high in college football, and every game can shift the balance of power, leaving conference officials to ponder their playoff strategies as they navigate the uncertainty of this season's finish.